Now, going over to the political part of the podcast, you have the Department of Education spent $1 trillion, and the test scores keep falling more and more, which is perhaps one of the best metaphors for the government in general. Now, this comes with thanks to Libs at TikTok, in which she says, quote, Trump's education secretary nominee, Linda McCohen, exposes the fact that we spent $1 trillion taxpayer dollars since the founding of the Department of Education, but scores keep falling and falling. Kind of like the teachers' unions, they're paid more and more every single year, but the test scores also fall more and more. Yeah, a good example of money doesn't solve all your problems, and spending more money isn't always a solution. The best example being the schools in Detroit, which have the highest per student spend, and yet have some of the lowest test scores. Now, without too much further ado, hear what she has to say here.
The bottom line is because it's not working. Department of Education was set up in 1980, and since that time we have spent almost $1 trillion, and we have watched our performance scores continue to go down. I do believe that it is a responsibility to make sure that our children do have equal access to excellent education. I think that that is best handled at the state level, closest to the states, working with state administrators, teachers, parents, who should have input into their curriculum.
Yeah, also creepy how a lot of schools hide the curriculum from the parents. And even creepier when you find out, dear God, they're teaching that and showing kids that. Now, this should have got 1 million views. It didn't. It got 165,000 views and only 6.9 thousand likes. Though I, of course, did like it myself. I mean, $1 trillion and worse results. That's not, I mean, I can't think of a more appropriate metaphor for pretty much most of my life how the government is operated in the United States. $1 trillion. Jeez Louise. One of the first comments comes from Planet of Memes. A+. They finally did use a meme. It's been almost like a week plus of them just doing text, which again, your name is Planet of Memes. Now, he says before the meme, delete the Department of Education. And you have the meme of the death going from door to door and blood oozing out, but it's Trump's head on it, and the doors with the blood leaking out are labeled Kamala Harris, DEI, USAID, and Department, and he's knocking on the door that is Department of Education. They got 449 likes. Paul Zupa also says, quote, spending money for something that keeps collapsing doesn't make sense. Getting 35 likes. Social Security. Gonna get rid of that crap soon, hopefully. Throwing down more and more. Red-blooded mom says, more money won't fix the problem. We're number 40 out of the 40 most educated countries, but number 1 in funding per student. Shut it down and revamp it. Which, yeah, this is a screenshot saying, quote, not a single student can read at grade level in 30 schools in Illinois, which I know it's not how you're supposed to pronounce it, but out of disrespect, I call it Illinois. Yeah, if you're actually from the area, you don't call it that or pronounce it that way. And yeah, that shows, yeah, geez Louise. So it looks like Lovejoy Middle School in, was it Utah? No, Brooklyn, UD, spent $17,663 per school, per student at the school, and they can't read. Wow. And yeah, I was going to spoil alert. A lot of those are the shitty of Chicago, or within the city of Chicagoland. Wow. They're spending, Jesus, one school spent $52,000 per student, and they can't read. Teachers unions should not exist. Jesus, that's ridiculous. That's criminal. Absolutely criminal. I only got 6 likes. Make it 7. Scrolling down more and more. The Tyrant's Foe says, let's go. It's a meme from the Glorious Bastards saying, quote, we're in the business of making liberals cry. Could I do his voice? Or could I do his accent? Probably not. I don't think I've seen that movie in years. But I'll try. It might be a good laugh. We're in the business of making liberals cry. And boys, business is booming. Getting 2 likes. I'll make it 3. Let's see. No contrarian statements thus far. Dix Vanman says, quote, family spent a few hours over text trying to convince me that we need more wokeness in DEI in our education system, and it's nothing to do with scores. He claims science and sociology are on his side, and I'm a bigot for thinking schools should be focused on academics. Getting 8 likes, no, good metaphor for leftist. Tom says, the best thing we can do for the U.S. education would be to ban teachers' unions. Amen to that. He says FDR was right. There should be no public sector unions. Yep, I'll make it. I got 18, I'll make it 19 likes. I've yet to find a situation where unions do not dramatically increase cost and decrease quality. Although, who knows? I mean, GM makes great reliable cars. Same with Ford. That's automotive pun because you look at the most reliable cars in the world, bar none. They are Honda, Acura, same company, Toyota, and Tesla, all famously not unionized labor. But I partially digress. We'll see. Hopefully, I mean, shoot, with so much to the rot, and they've never actually. I mean, this would be like almost like the equivalent of a business being around for 30 plus years and never turning a profit. That's trash. You should just get rid of it completely, restart from square one. So let me know. Do you think the Department of Education should be revamped, or edited right now, or just tear it down and start something new, or just relegate that business to the states? Again, there's a reason why you don't have cool archery and shooting classes at a lot of schools. They say, well, if you want federal funding, you can't have cool old school stuff. But let me know your thoughts and comments, because as always, be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, first live stream Q&A is going to be Saturday, February 22nd, 6 p.m. Texas time, or some people call it Central Time. Thank you again for taking the time to tune in. Don't forget to take the time to like, subscribe, and comment. Actually, give me a thumbs up, or comment. Let me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.